Hello, this is Pastor Tom. You ever have something happen in your life that seemed like just a normal thing, literally changed your life? This is what happened to me not long ago when I was, just kind of looking at my Facebook page, and I happened to see an ad for a book called Breaking Free from Demonic Forces by a little girl named Julia Shalom Jordan. I call her a little girl. She's really a grown woman, but this is a picture of the book. You see Julia. And so I ordered the book because I like to read books about testimonials along this line, because God has given me such a powerful ministry along that line over the years. And the Lord said some things to me about this issue of demonic possession in 1990. Actually, He said this. He said, you know, Tom, in the 1960s, when the hippie movement came, people were downplaying the effects of marijuana and LSD and drugs, what it would have on the nation. They thought it was a passing phase, most people. Well, we look back on that since the 1960s, and we know alcohol addiction, drug addiction, what it's done. I don't know a family out there, really, who hasn't in some way had a member of their family, either their own family or extended family, that has not been somehow affected by drug addiction or alcoholism. The Lord said to me in 1990, He said, the same thing's going to take place when it comes to demon infestation into people through the occult world, but it's going to be worse. And we're starting to see it now. We're starting to see people all over America. It's always happened around the world, but especially in America, infested with demonic powers. And I have got to tell you, we need to sound the alarm. And that's why I want to recommend this book for every person to get a copy of. And every pastor, you ought to order some copies of this book for your congregation. I'm serious. I can't tell you how much it blessed me. Not only did Julia talk about being a small Midwest girl, normal girl who had a career in modeling going. Then she started going to exotic clubs and dancing as a stripper. Getting involved in that was not good, but then she eventually moved on to try to be a Playboy bunny, and she was a church girl growing up, but this is what happened to her. Then she dabbled in the occult just one time, and how all these things and what had happened to her in the past had caused her to become demonized, literally with thousands of demons. And to make a long story short, the testimony is how Jesus Christ helped her to get delivered. It's an amazing story. But not only is it an amazing story, in the book, Julia, in the back, has a manual of scriptures and deliverance that actually she learned on her own, because most people in the church didn't know how to help her. That's part of this amazing story, was the lack of knowledge that there is in the church about this particular subject. The Lord said to me in 1990, people aren't going to be ready for this. Pastors are not going to be ready. We have to get ready, pastors, leaders. I was so amazed by this book, and I found out that Julia and John only lived not too far from me there in Chicago. And I thought, I'm going to have Julia and John come up and share their testimony. And after some coaxing, because she's a little shy, she came up and she shared our testimony with us. I tell you, it affected our church in a way probably no other speakers ever affected our church. It was absolutely amazing. Men repented of their pornography. Women were healed in their hearts over so much. It was an amazing testimonial. All she did was testify. And she taught us a lot, even though she doesn't think she did. She really did. It was an amazing thing. I want to encourage all of the pastors out there to have Julie and John come share their story in their church. I think it'll really bless your people, because there's people sitting out there who may be going through the same things. Now, John and Julia became friends. I asked permission for if it was to be okay to put her testimony on my Facebook page and on my YouTube. We did that, and man, in just a few days, we've had almost 600 downloads of her testimony. The testimonies coming back and the influence of this is amazing. I've got to tell all of you that I think every single person needs to get a copy of this book, support their ministry, help them. to be able to reach other people with this great testimony. You'll be blessed if you do. And I know this, the information involved can help you or somebody get set free. I love you. I'm praying for you. God bless you.